Hi there, YouTubers. Welcome back to Homesteading with Blue Sky Ranch. I want to talk today about the top 10 things you should be getting ready right now in 2023 January for your prepper pantry. So last year was our first year on the homestead, and I started out right in January with a huge list of things I was going to need. And I got some really great deals. Because if you wait till the time that you need it, let's say July and August, September, when you start your canning and your food preparations to be put in your freezer for long-term storage, whatever, those things, the price has gone up and also the availability has gone down. So I know right now you're all thinking about your garden. You're planting your gardens, you're getting your seeds, but are you getting the things you need to actually put your food up for long-term storage? So number one, the first and foremost thing that you should be buying right now, because there's been shortages the last 2 to 3 years, are, you guessed it, canning lids. If you find them out there, if you see them online, buy them now, because I can guarantee you when it comes time that when you need these, the shelves will be empty. And the price, if you can find them, has gone way up. I have been stockpiling canning lids since last year in January. We got online, we went through Amazon, found tons of these. So one thing you're going to find on Amazon is a bunch of counterfeit lids made in China or other foreign countries. I'm not really sure, but stay away. They have a failure rate that is so bad. If you read articles online, if you're part of any Facebook groups, there's tons of them out there. There's a lot of talk about these, about people having failed lids. So if you can, stick to Kerr and Ball. But I'm going to tell you that I have been buying Golden Harvest online on Amazon, and I have had no failures. Last year, I put up hundreds of quarts, pints with these lids, Golden Harvest, and never had one failure. So I will be buying more of these. And I'm pretty sure that Golden Harvest is an off-brand of Ball. So do your research, but I've had no problems with these. And you can buy them in a 6-pack. And the price is usually the better, the more you buy. So buy them up now, you guys. So the next thing you want to buy, if you don't have them already, are your jars. Now these are a super great deal usually at Walmart. Of all places, Walmart has these great deals, and this time of year they're in stock, all sizes, and you can get these for a really good deal. I have bought several boxes of these. I haven't had to open them. So another great resource for canning jars is your online marketplaces where people are getting rid of them used. I scored, I want to say, over 200 jars on Marketplace when I was back in like January, February of last year, from someone who had an estate sale, and they couldn't get anybody to buy them. Nobody was thinking about jars right then. I think I got 200 plus jars for $70. And so the fun part of buying used jars where somebody's getting rid of boxes and boxes, and let's say they're in a barn and they haven't looked at them for eons, or they're part of an estate sale, they don't know what they're selling, is in those boxes, and I'm still discovering more. I found vintage jars from the 1930s. This one was a 1930 jar. This is a Presta one, and this one was a Mason one. And these were so old, and now they're part of my fun collection that I just like to decorate with. So the next thing really high on my list to get in the cupboard and to get lots of is, you guessed it, vinegar. Last year, I had bought, I think, 8 gallons of vinegar, at least, maybe 10, and put them up early in the early months of 2023. When I went to look later on, just because I've used a couple at Walmart, I just happened to be in the store and I thought, oh, well, I'll grab a couple to put back in my stockpile because I've used them. The price had gone up from like $2.89, I want to say, of their great value vinegar to $9.99 a gallon. So complete craziness with the prices. It was on the shelf, but I didn't want to pay $9.99 a gallon when I know if I wait a few months, I can get it for way less. You shouldn't be paying more than $3.99 a gallon, I think, for vinegar. And Costco sells this brand in a 2-pack. It's called 4 Monks. I believe I got these for about $7.99 for a 2-pack. So when Costco gets these back in, they have not been in right now, I will be loading up. This was great vinegar. So the next thing you want to be stockpiling for your canning and preserving is sugar. Sugar, the price has gone so far up, but there are sales being run all the time. So if you see a sale on sugar, just buy it. Buy it, put it in your pantry cupboard, put it in a dark, dry storage, and you will have this when you're doing jams, jellies, pickling, my salsas, whatever. You're gonna need sugar, so why not buy it now when the price is on sale? So, and I always encourage you, if you're going to the store, buy 1 or 2 items for your prepper pantry. And I've talked about your medicinal, your emergency cupboards. Just throw a couple things in your cart that you know you're gonna use. So the next thing that's high on my list when I'm thinking about canning is spices. There's a lot of spices that you use when you're canning, and then when you go to find them, let's say when you're in the middle of making pickles, and you can find a little jar of pickling spice for about $10, and they may not even be on the shelf. I bought this on Amazon, pickling spice. It is really nice spice. I believe it was $9.99, and I have a ton of it now. And the next thing I bought was dill weed. Now, I had a heck of a time last year getting my dill to grow. I had so many cucumbers. I had bushels and bushels of cucumbers that I put up, but my dill didn't keep up with me. And for the life of me, I'm not going to go to the grocery store and buy a couple little heads of dill for, I don't know, $10. Not going to do it. So I have found that using the dried dill weed, it works for me. It may not work for you. It's not as pretty, but the flavor is still great. So think about what spices you're going to be using, what you like to can. Buy it now. So along with sugar and spices, you guessed it, what do you need to be buying next? Salt. Salt doesn't go bad. You can buy as much salt as you want, put it in a nice dry storage, and you're gonna have it. So, you need your canning and pickling salt. If you're a first-time homesteader, buy this now. And for me, my favorite thing to put in all of my ingredients is Redmond's real salt. This is the best salt I have ever used, and we always are looking for a deal on this, and we usually buy it, you guessed it, off Amazon. So I'm not really a big jam maker, but I still like to have these things in the cupboard. I did make some pepper jelly. If you need some of this or you don't have it stockpiled, buy it now. Another thing is your citric acid, any other little ingredient that you think you might need for canning. Now, if you don't know and you're new to canning and you hopefully have a ball canning book, start looking at the recipes and thinking ahead, what am I going to need? So if you're new to canning and this is maybe your first time homesteading or preparing food or it's something you really want to do, there's other things that you need to go along with all that. I already have it, but sometimes you're looking for new gadgets. So do you have stock pots for hot water bath? Do you want to try pressure cooking? Now is a great time to find a pressure cooker. It is not the time that anybody's thinking about buying a pressure cooker. You can get those online, highly discounted, so start looking now. Other things you might need, ladles, stainless steel spoons. Buy those things now. So another thing you might be thinking of for food storage is Mylar bags. We bought just tons of these last spring, the Mylar bags and the oxygen absorbers. Look online. There's great deals to be found because guess what? Nobody's thinking about this. Buy this kit. This has the oxygen absorbers in it. Great deals. Look online. You can get these now, highly discounted. Don't wait till you need them. Along with that, with the Mylar bags, you may want to try getting a food saver. But I know that Costco runs great specials on those, usually at the end of summer. So if you don't have one now and you really want one, maybe look for some deals. But I know Costco will have those on sale in the food saver bags. So that kind of goes along with the Mylar bags. Now I want to get to number 10. And this is one of the things I got a great deal on. So the lighting's not very good in this room, but I wanted to show you. Last year I picked up this Kasori Dehydrator in January. It came with 6 racks, and I went ahead and bought the little mats for it for a phenomenal deal. So on my Kasori Dehydrator, we got that last January, and we got it for a 50% reduction on Amazon. It was a used like new. Somebody had probably gotten it as a Christmas present. They had repackaged it and sent it back. It had never been used, nothing wrong with it. Regularly, I think those were about $140, and I think we got it for 60 something. And it works great. I used it last summer. I've used it several times, and it is phenomenal. But look at the money I saved by looking now in January. So I just want to recap the 10 top things. Number 1 was lids. Number 2 was jars. Number 3 was to start getting all of your vinegars. Whoops, sorry, I moved it. So number 4 was sugar. Number 5 was all your spices. Number 6 was salt. Number 7, your gelatins for jam making. Number 8, any canning items you need. You know, those were the big items, like your pressure canners, buy them now. Number 9, Mylar bags, storage bags, your food saver. And number 10, if you're looking for a dehydrator, now's the time to look for one. Anyway, I hope you had fun with this one. My next video, check it out up here. We're going to talk about what seeds you should be buying right now in January 2023. Hey, like, share, and subscribe. And again, thanks for watching my channel.